world of Feng Shui, this saying is often passed down as a reminder. If others do not disturb me, I will not disturb them. The ancients understood the weight of that saying and always respected the sacred Feng Shui rules. Legend has it that when Emperor Qianlong wanted to build a large garden in a scenic area of Beijing, someone told him that at the foot of Longevity Mountain, there was an ancient tomb that could not be disturbed, where a consort from a previous dynasty was buried. Firstly, due to ancestral teachings, all vegetation on the tombs of previous dynasties must be protected. The Qing dynasty seized the empire from Li Zicheng, so they had no deep-seated hatred for the previous dynasty. Secondly, that consort was not a virtuous person in her time, so it's best not to disturb her tomb. However, Qianlong was still half convinced and half doubtful, so he ordered his soldiers to excavate the consort's tomb. Only when the emperor personally read the inscription carved outside, "If others do not disturb me, I will not disturb them," the emperor immediately understood the importance of the saying and promptly ordered the tomb to be refilled, and built a large temple on Longevity Mountain to suppress the spirits there. The water-suppressing beast in Sichuan. In early 2013, at a construction site in Tianfu Square, the center of Chengdu City, Sichuan, a mysterious beast suddenly appeared, attracting much attention. After investigation, archaeologists determined that this stone beast dates back about 2,000 years. Legend says the beast was discovered in 1973, but people at that time did not dig it up and instead reburied it. But in the end, the suppressing beast could not escape the curiosity of modern humans. The water-suppressing beast has a simple design, with many swirling cloud patterns carved on its body. Many advised against digging it up, but local officials dismissed it as superstitious. So they excavated it and moved it to the city museum. Throughout history, mythical beasts have always been important Feng Shui elements with significant influence. In front of wealthy homes in the past, stone lions were often used to guard the property, while the imperial palace used auspicious beasts for protection. In ancient architecture, from roof tiles to gable ends, the forms of Feng Shui beasts could be seen everywhere. So what happens when such beasts are dug up? On July 8, 2013, continuous heavy rain submerged Chengdu in a sea of water. According to Sichuan government reports, the flood affected 907,000 people. On July 10, a dam collapse caused severe landslides. 3 major bridges on National Highway 3 were submerged. Statistics show that 62,000 people had to be evacuated to safety. Over 400 houses completely collapsed, and 68,000 others were damaged. More than 412,000 hectares of farmland and crops suffered heavy losses. Economic losses were estimated at 3.35 trillion yuan. Everyone believed it was because the city government excavated the water-suppressing beast from its Feng Shui position. Thus, they had to bear such severe consequences. Sichuan officials dared to dig up the beast in the Feng Shui formation. However, Shanghai has another mystery that required experts to seek help from senior monks. What is this mystery? Let's move on to the next Feng Shui project. The 9 Dragon Pillars in Shanghai. Most Shanghai residents and taxi drivers know that these 9 dragon pillars are the most important supports of Shanghai. But in the 1990s, Shanghai City began constructing elevated highways. In 1999, when drilling the bridge pillars at the intersection of east-west and north-south routes, they couldn't drill deep into the ground. Geologically, Shanghai is located on an alluvial plain at the mouth of the Yangtze River. It's not a complex stratum, but even with advanced technology and modern machinery, they couldn't drill the pillar at this location. The project was halted, and some suggested it might be related to the dragon vein and that a Feng Shui master should be consulted. This opinion was immediately opposed by engineering experts. With scientific advancement, humans have even conquered the universe. Encountering minor difficulties in a construction project and immediately thinking of praying to fairies is too super. So the project resumed with the best engineers and the hardest drill bits. Even the leaders personally came to the site to direct, ensuring the pillars were placed according to schedule. But strangely, they still couldn't drill through. At that time, Huang Ju, the secretary of the Shanghai Municipal People's Committee, had no choice but to secretly inquire and invite a senior monk. After carefully observing the site, the monk closed his eyes, clasped his hands for a long time, and pressed back so it couldn't. The only way is to set up an altar and perform rituals to move the crocodile elsewhere. Initially, the monk firmly refused to perform such a ritual. He warned of severe consequences. But after Huangju's earnest and painful pleas over many days, the monk was moved and agreed. After performing the ritual for 7 days and 7 nights continuously, the crocodile spirit was thought. After choosing an auspicious date and time, the construction resumed, and surprisingly, the pillar drilling went smoothly according to the design and schedule. The developer was overjoyed and brought offerings to the temple to thank the monk, but the abbot sadly replied, "By performing a ritual to release the crocodile spirit, I have violated heavenly laws. In a few days, I will surely die." The monk also instructed the developer to remember to carve 9 dragon patterns on that main pillar to mitigate some of the losses. Indeed, a few days later, the monk passed away. However, the technical director of this construction project publicly refuted this, claiming it was just a rumor. But few people believed him because there was one thing difficult to explain. Why did a simple pillar require hundreds of engineers to gather here? Moreover, in an entire cement structure, why does the pillar connecting the north-south and east-west sections of the elevated road have metal dragon patterns? Next to Viaoshao, there's a very large Nyangang temple. This is a cultural relic site classified by Beijing City for preservation. Previously, when constructing the Water Cube National Aquatic Center, they planned to demolish the old temple built during the Ming Dynasty. At 3 p.m. on August 27, 2004, after workers removed the 2 northern roof ornaments of the temple, a sudden large tornado appeared in the forest near Diaoshao. According to Beijing Evening News reports, a black whirlwind swirled in the air, enveloping the entire Water Cube construction site. The tornado was about 7 to 8 meters high, with a diameter of about 3 to 4 meters. Where it swept through, it carried sand, leaves, and construction sheets up to 10 meters into the air. In just moments, the tornado completely flattened all existing structures at the site. Additionally, it injured 44 people and killed 2. While all the construction structures were flattened by the tornado, one thing was extremely surprising. The locations of the northern roof of Nyangang Temple that the tornado passed over remained completely unharmed. This left people both puzzled and terrified, yet the project continued as planned. The next day, another strange incident occurred. At the Water Cube construction site, a very large pit was dug up. A few curious workers secretly went down to explore and found it full of live snakes. Construction was ordered to stop. Suddenly, the Diaoshao and Water Cube areas experienced a power outage for unknown reasons. In the darkness, people looked toward Nyangang Temple and saw it brightly lit as if there was electricity, though in reality, there was none. That night, the project commander gathered everyone to discuss and even invited Feng Shui experts, ultimately deciding to preserve the Ming Dynasty Nyangang Temple and restore its original appearance. The project was forced to move 100 meters north to return the land to Nyanganang Temple. After rebuilding the temple, construction proceeded very smoothly. Just now, Euro 404 explored some characteristic Feng Shui mysteries in China with you. If you know of any other mysteries in this country, please share them with us in the comments below. For now, goodbye and see you in the next videos. Hello everyone, we meet again in the Prophets segment. Wishing you a productive new week. Now let's move on to the first prophet. First, thanks to you, Duan Nguyen Van. You mentioned hoping to have tea with the admin Sunday. Wow, on a clear, breezy moonlit night, Duan and I are sitting in the dark drinking tea and chatting. You talk about life, the universe, and who knows, maybe we'll witness some celestial phenomenon. I wonder where Duan is now. Perhaps fate will bring us together soon, right Duan? Next comment is from you, Tun Nguyen. You commented as follows. Hello, during days off due to the pandemic, I accidentally found your channel and watched almost all videos. I plan to listen to an audiobook of this, but now the admin is making it. Many lifetimes, human lives. Oh, Tun Nguyen, which pandemic area are you in? Remember to keep yourself, your family, and the community safe. Hope during this time, Edo 404 will help you feel more refreshed. Thank you for your support and topic suggestions for the channel. As final lucky prophet is you, Tuan Nguyen. You have a question. Why does the channel release so many videos, several per week, and you? I'm afraid you all can. After a while, work will be delayed, and efficiency will drop. Oh, how could I bear that responsibility? Alright, I'll try to release videos daily. That way, we both explore more and sleep better. And you know what? This video ends here. See you in the next video.